it could be happy with no more violence.
If there is violence here, we will be all fighting. And we want no violence so we can be all happy.
Happy. We'll be able to play and there will be no more fighting. The fight will be canceled.
Happy and excited.
Happy and excited.
Because it makes us happy. Because then violence are bad and without violence are good.
Happy is there no more violence. We can still be safe.
Because it's violence can make noise.
Pretty good because violence is so bad that you can't have it here. And if there was no more violence, you would feel better and you will feel happy because there would be no more violence and no more hurting. And there's no hurting in school and house and every community in the world.
Awesome. Because it is not more violence and that's more awesome.
Because anything is gonna be lot of people is gonna be so bad because it's gonna hurt everyone. We all have to be safe and then where we put the button no more violence and then we all could be safe and we can be nice to our peoples and then we have to be nice to our and then we have to be friends with everyone and then we have to share toys. So anyways, come on. Bully why it fights everyone with it done responsible and safe. Responsible and safe.
Good. Because violence is not a good thing. It is very bad.
If the bad thing was gone and the good things was back, all the good things will get happier and happier, and the more happier it gets, the more love it will be. I will be happy when there's no violence. Because no violence is a good thing.
Happy? Because it's not gonna make no one sad anymore.
Happy. We can finally have peace in the neighborhood.
Play with your friends.
We get to play games without being scared.
We will feel good because then you don't have to get bullied because bullying is not nice and we don't want bullying out in our town.
You could go outside wherever you want. And other people don't have to be bullying you and hitting. And if you're lonely and they're playing with someone and you ask them and they say no, then that will make you sad. If it all was gone, then it will make you happy. I will feel happy and no one will be bothering me and I could finish doing homework.
I will feel happy playing with my sister outside and so my mom don't say, come on inside, it's cold.
When I do something nice to them, I'll say, you're welcome, because they were kind to me and they weren't bullying me.
I will be nice to them and tell them if you guys want to be our friends and then we can play together all the time and not being with the other mean girls.
No more fighting. Because there was no violence and we can play outside. Because I like to no more violence. It will be safe outside. I'll feel good. I will like it because I will feel safe.
Happy because nobody could be bullied to you.
Nobody's gonna hurt you. If no more violence, it's not anymore. That would be happy and we could be just happy and just control safe.
When no violence, if there's no violence, you could play with your friends, whatever you want to play.
We'll be happy because there'll be nobody rude and sad and bullying, and the world will be much better.
We would be happy and we will play together and we'll get along.
I would feel pretty good because you could go trick or treating at night, and your parents won't worry about you getting kidnapped. I'd be pretty happy because there would be no violence and nothing bad would happen, and I could walk home from school, and I could go trick or treating alone by myself. I could do a lot of things, go out and hang out with my friends at the park. We wouldn't be kidnapped, or we wouldn't get. And on Halloween, there would be no poison candies. No one gets hurt. People could have longer lives, so people could do the stuff they really want to do, but they could really want to do what they wanted when they were children. So if there's no violence, they could do that. They could be careful. No one's gonna kidnap them, hurt them when they're doing that. So Earth will be a safer place to live.
Pretty sure everyone would be very glad and happy, so we wouldn't have to repeat something like a Civil War, or 9/11, or World War.
Good, because no kids can get hurt.
That would be great because then soldiers could actually go back and see their families. They wouldn't need soldiers because the world would be safe, so they could actually spend time with their families and see them.
I'll feel happy because people dying and like that stuff is not good.
A week without violence, kids can come home from school without being shot or something, and then their mom's crying and holding it and saying, I thought my kid was gonna be safe." Then kids can come home happy and live their life until they're grown-ups. So if they want to walk somewhere, they can walk because no one's going to probably just take them, kidnap them, shoot them or something like that. And my mom go to a party or something, I'm worried because someone might just come out of nowhere and start shooting, and she might get her. And that's my mom. I love her until I would do anything for her because that's my mom. That I don't want her to die and stuff because that's my mom. She's everything to me.
I would feel good for the world because then I don't have to worry about child or families getting killed. I could just walk to school by myself without being worried about myself getting killed, kidnapped, or anything like that.
I would feel good because people wouldn't die and then they would have a new life.
I would feel good so people can't shoot up schools and people can't kill kids. You won't even need lockdowns because you won't have to worry about someone coming to shoot your school because there would be no such thing as weapons. I would feel good to have no violence because then you could go outside whenever you wanted, and you wouldn't need to be afraid to be in school.
I would feel good because now I'm gonna feel safe that there's nothing that can hurt me.
Good because we wouldn't have to have any fire drills in this world, and we wouldn't have to have any rules or laws, and we would be safe in all times, and we wouldn't have to have people to protect us, and we would just basically not fall apart. You would get to live your life free, and you would get to have opportunities to survive and not to die, and we wouldn't have to go to jail because you're safe.
I'll be happy because I can go to school without being scared.
I'll be happy if there's no violence 1 week because we will not be scared to go to school, and because we will not be scared our parents would let us go outside and play.
I'll feel great because it's there's families that out there they have no home, and maybe
if there was no violence, people would let them like in their house or live with them.
I will be happy because we're not gonna get in trouble and they're not gonna bully us again.
Good, because there's innocent kids in schools that being alive and not being shot. They could go with their families and celebrate and go without like nothing and violence or like no shooting.
I would feel great because my mom would probably let me go outside more, knowing that nothing will happen to me while I'm outside because no violence is in the world right now. School shootings would never exist in that week, so like kids don't have to feel scared. They don't have to feel like something's gonna happen to them. They don't have to think that something's gonna happen to them.
I will feel happy because like when I walk to school, I'm not gonna be scared because like we're not gonna be able to to do lockdowns or nothing like that because we know that we're gonna be safe.
I feel happy because there'd be like more people in the world.
I will feel happy because it cannot hurt people no more and they can stay alive.
Good, because then we wouldn't have the lockdown drills in the school or any of those lockdown drills.
It's really hard to believe that violence wouldn't exist for 1 week. We would be able to walk in the night anywhere. They wouldn't be scared to let us walk to school every day.
I'd feel great because soldiers and people in the Navy, military, they get to come home and see their families instead of going out and fighting in the war to help us. You like your parents, they'd let you go outside more, they let you go to your friend's house, they let you like walk around because they're not worried that somebody's gonna be around the corner to snatch you or take you or harm you, abuse you.
I would feel good because sometimes in school I feel bad for kids that constantly get bullied over older kids and like kids that are taller and stuff. They get bullied on their height and stuff, and it just gets annoying to see them just feel bad about their height because of like past generations and stuff of their family. So
Like they can't control what they have.
You'd feel safe to go to school. Like some kids that I know that I'm friends with at school, like they don't feel right to come to school sometimes because of like other kids annoying them and just full on just being annoying to them and just bullying them. So it's just bad.
No more violence. No more violence. No more violence. No more violence. No more violence because we want to be safe and kind to our earth. No more violence. No more violence. No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence. No more violence. No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence. No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence. No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.
No more violence.